Good afternoon, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba here on the afternoon of Tuesday, June 16th, 2020. And I wanted to do an editorial today entitled it, There is No Race Issues in the United States. I know, sounds interesting, huh? But there is no race issue here at all. Period. There's no race, more than one race here. There's only one race. What you have here is pigmentation and faction issues. The African Americans are a pigmentation slash faction issue because they made themselves a faction with their pigmentation. Same as they're trying to make the Asians, the Latins, the Indians, pigmentation and faction issues. And then you have other factions. But the problem is, you do have a serious policing issue. Yes. And you have a serious issue on culture. You never developed an American culture. You developed factions. And you developed it with slash and dashes. African American, Hispanic American, Asian American. But remember the Indians? You just call them as Native Americans. There is no Native slash Americans. It's Native Americans. You notice they don't get a slash? Why? Muslim Americans? Yeah. Indian Americans, that's from India. But India's got all kinds of stuff. I mean, there's Sikhs, and there's Tamils, and there's other good things in India. So what do you do with the slashes there? You got a big issue here. And it's pigmentation and factions, not race. If you show me an African American person that bleeds black, or a white person that bleeds white, an Asian person that bleeds yellow, the only one that bleeds true is the Indian. He bleeds red. Raw Boston Red Sox. I don't see no Dodger blue or Klingon green here, or Andorian blue, or how about Cardassian? I don't see any of those here. I just see a bunch of beings that never developed culture, never developed a society, never developed anything but arrested development. That's all I see here. The African Americans don't want to give up anything, yet want whole things in return. Yes? And what are we going to do about it? I don't see anybody sitting out there and said, as of this date, we as human beings and Americans are not responsible for the mistakes and deeds of our ancestors. And we should take history the way it was, good and bad. We shouldn't be destroying monuments because we don't like them, or it's an affront to us. Really? It's not an affront to you. You weren't around when those monuments were built. If you did that, then you wouldn't have any monuments. We got to destroy the King Center and everything associated with the African Americans. This is the thinking that you guys don't realize. The monuments are there for one reason, and you have to use them as a teaching tool to succeeding generations of Americans and humans. This is the way our ancestors worked. And we got to make our society better than theirs while keeping some of theirs with us, because you can't totally eliminate their society. You'll still like mashed potatoes and gravy, collard greens, pig feet, and other stuff. And you African Americans will still like your dishes. Some of those I don't like, but you like them. So why should I tell you not to eat them? Same with your music. I don't like most of your music. especially uh, hip hop and stuff like that. I don't like some of the uh, country music either, or rock and roll. But that's still around. Why should I say that I don't like it? I don't like poi. That doesn't mean I don't like Hawaiians. You see what I mean, Americans? You got a big problem here. So this is your favorite alien and Bubba, the Boo Moose candidate for November, saying good day. Let's go, bub.